It's time to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders and figure out which one of these guys we want to target for fantasy football relevance. This is a team that there is a lot of question marks. We don't know how the performance is going to happen, but if we kind of dive in a little bit deeper, we might be able to find some gems into this offense. So first, let's go ahead and throw up the depth chart here. Look at the quarterback position. Right now, I have Gardner Minshew as the number one quarterback with Aiden O'Connell as the backup quarterback in this situation. Now, for fantasy football wise, I think Gardner Minshew is somebody that we want to have into this offense. He's proven to be a serviceable quarterback who can get the job done and make some fantasy relevant players happen. Aiden O'Connell, more of the young kind of gun. You know, in the NFL goes, as far as they probably want Aiden O'Connell, right? He's the young guy. Let's see what we have in this young prospect, but not necessarily a fantasy football favorite type of guy, right? So if it was up to me, I'd want Gardner Minshew, but looking at both of these quarterbacks, neither one of these guys is somebody that I would go out on a limb for and say, you need to get this guy in fantasy football in 2024. Maybe best ball league, you can grab a Gardner Minshew at the last pick of the draft or something like that. I wouldn't be too mad at it, but you don't want to depend on Gardner Minshew to give you some solid points. Let's go ahead and throw up the depth chart here real quick and look at the running back situation here. We have Zamir White as the number one running back here with Alexander Madison, Amir Abdullah, and Dylan Laube. Now, if we're looking at some of these running backs, right? What do you have? A lot of people are very high on Zamir White. I have a gut feeling, guys. Just telling you right now, it's a gut feeling. No analytical data here to show you guys. But I think I have a gut feeling that there's going to be a bigger kind of workhorse as far as a three-headed monster instead of a workhorse as a one running back type of backfield. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be Zamir White's show, and it just worries me, right? He had a pretty good end of last season, and people are going into this season saying he is going to be the bell cow running back. They ended up getting Alexander Madison, then they drafted Dylan Laube as well. These are two running backs that could do a little something, just enough to keep Zamir White off the field as much as we want, right? So Alexander Madison was taken over for the Minnesota job as the number one running back after Dalvin Cook was let go. He wasn't signed back. And Alexander Madison, he put a lot of bad taste in people's mouth. Let's just call a spade at this point. He's not a great running back, okay? He has some really good running ability, right? I talked about it a lot last year on this show. I was high on Alexander Madison. I'm not going to lie to you. He's not complete cockadoo. He's more of just caca and not the doo-doo yet, right? We're putting a little bit more powder sugar on that turd, buffing it up really, really nice, and let's see what we have here. But I think he can take away enough carries. He might take a series here away from Zamir White. And then we look at Dylan Laube in passing situations when they're not pass blocking situations, because Dylan Laube ain't blocking nothing. Let's just get that right. But Dylan Laube, one of the best pass catchers to come out of college football this season. I think he can also carve out a little bit of a role for himself on this offense. And when you put that together with Zamir White with two other running backs that should be getting some type of workload, I'm just not as high on Zamir White as a lot of people are. His ADP right now is almost through the roof, in my opinion. Some people have him in as top 10, even top 5, shall I say, in their rankings. I say, hold on, cowboy, not so fast. I don't think Zamir White belongs up there. I'm just saying, hey, pump your brakes on the guy. Don't get so excited like everybody else is about Zamir White. So let's go over this wide receiver position. Let's throw up the depth chart here real quick. You see Davante Adams is the number one wide receiver on this team. It's not even a question. Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, DJ Turner, Wilkerson, among some other guys here that we need to talk about. So Davante Adams and Jacoby Myers, these are the two guys you really need to worry about in this offense. Don't worry about all these other dudes. Davante Adams is going to get his. He's going to be a hyper targeted. He is the man in this offense. It doesn't matter if Gardner Minshew's the quarterback, Aiden O'Connell's the quarterback. They're going to hyper focus on the quarterback now, or on Davante Adams. Now, at the quarterback position, Gardner Minshew will be better at getting Davante Adams the ball than Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell just really hasn't shown to have the consistency of the accuracy that you want from a fantasy football quarterback to give you fantasy points in other positions. So if we want Davante Adams to be successful, if you drafted Davante Adams, you're really rooting for Gardner Minshew to be the quarterback. Now, on the flip side, Jacoby Myers, he's a wide receiver, ended up coming over a couple years ago from the New England Patriots. He was the number one over there, did really, really well. Came over to the Raiders, even last season, showed some solid numbers, and some people don't remember how good Jacoby Myers actually was for fantasy football, and he could do that again, I would say, if Gardner Minshew is the quarterback. So you see the theme going here. If Aiden O'Connell's here, I think Davante Adams could be a good fantasy wide receiver. I don't think he could be a wide receiver that you're drafted in the first and early second round, but I think if you're talking about a third round Davante Adams, I'm okay with Aiden O'Connell at the quarterback position. But right now, Gardner Minshew needs to be the quarterback if you want Jacoby Myers to do anything for fantasy football. I said it and forget it. A lot of people are on Trey Tucker. Come on, man. We need to have our own segment on this channel. Trey Tucker, I wouldn't worry about this. This offense isn't going to produce enough fantasy points for Trey Tucker to be relevant. Yes, I said it. hot take, whatever you want to call it, Trey Tucker is not going to be the thing. A lot of people are way too high on Trey Tucker. I just don't get it. Let's throw up the depth chart here. Let's look up at the tight end position real quick. You see we have Brock Bowers here and then Michael Mayer as well. Now, you guys know in this channel, before the NFL draft, I had Michael Mayer as one of my sleepers for 2024. I like his position. He was a highly touted tight end coming out of college himself, and I think this was the year for him to actually blossom. They end up going there in the very top of the first round, grabbing Brock Bowers, which I see why they did it. That's okay. Brock Bowers not really more of a blocking tight end. Mayer's a better blocker at the tight end position, but both tight ends can catch the football very well. Brock Bowers is a good route runner. He can actually get open, right? He's kind of a twitchy type of tight end, and he could get involved with this offense. So if you had a choice, Brock Bowers in the middle rounds, take a chance on him. The thing is, it's the offense that's killing me. If there was a better quarterback, I would be slamming the table right now for Brock Bowers because he is just that skilled. But as of right now, again, pump your brakes on these guys. Get him if you get an ADP value, but I wouldn't go out there and stretch and try to go reach and grab some of these guys. It is what it is, man. They're just held back by the quarterback. So let's kind of go over the overview of the entire team and kind of look at what we have. Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, I don't care who the quarterback is. I'd say stay away from those guys. If you're going at the wide receiver position, Devontae Adams, I would do that. And if Gardner Minshew is the quarterback, I would say go get Jacoby Meyer. Stay away from Trey Tucker. At the tight end position, if you get it at an ADP value, I would say, okay, go ahead and get Brock Bowers. Probably want to stay away from Michael Mayer unless he's one of your last picks in the draft and you just want to value tight end. He could shock a lot of people. He's got talent to get the job done, guys. But make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We are putting out videos each and every week to help you best dominate your leagues, guys. I can't wait to see you on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.